We finally got a solar iron. Yes, solar iron. That's what people call them where I'm from. Why do they call them a solar iron? It's because they are low power irons that you can use on your standard solar system. Your inverter should be able to handle it. If you have a 3 kilowatt inverter and above, it should be fine. So this one is called high quality automatic dry iron. High quality automatic dry iron. HQ, and is rated at 350 watts. I don't have a watt meter right now, but I'm gonna test it and see what's the draw on this one. And I'll also get an energy meter to see how much consumption we will get from this iron. Your standard iron, you know, like your standard iron, like your top-notch Russell Hobbs and stuff, they will normally have a rating of 2000 watts. That's 2 kilowatt. So let's assume you iron for 2 hours. That's 2 hours times 2 kilowatts. That's 4 kilowatt hours. That's how much energy you're going to spend. And in terms of power draw, you'll be drawing 2 kilowatts, which is a lot for most inverters to handle, the most on the lower spec. So now, if you look at it, 4 kilowatt hours on an iron. If you have a 3 kilowatt system, like we do, we have 6 panels of just over 500 watts. So that's 3 kilowatts of solar panels. And if we say maybe for round numbers, we are going to generate from about 4 sun hours. That's 12 kilowatt hours. So if you are using 4 kilowatt hours just for ironing, which is a third of your generation, that's not very efficient. That's not very prudent. But if you have a low power iron, like this one, which we're going to test out soon, you will then be more efficient, more prudent, more energy wise. Like this one, if we iron for 2 hours, it will be 700 watt hours. On our roof, we've got 6 panels, just over 500 watt each. So that's 3 kilowatt solar system, peak generation. And that's coupled with a 5 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery and a 6.2 kVA inverter. And that should be able to handle all our loads. We have like a booster pump for the water tank, and we have standard loads, fridge, TV, you know, the usual stuff. So I think ideally we will try and iron between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. because the batteries are usually full by 10:30, so which means we'll be able to iron direct from the solar panels between that time. So let's unbox it and let's see what it looks like inside. Standard packaging. I mean, this iron costs $17 in town. If you look at all the Facebook marketplaces, Instagram, you'll be able to get one for about $25. Well, we paid $25 because, well, we didn't know. Someone recommended it to us and he supplied it to us. But if you go to town in the CBD, you should get it cheaper for like $25, so you save about $7. Let's see. So it has the instructions on how to work the iron right there, pretty clear. Standard, and also like the temperature range for the different type of linen, cotton, wool, silk. Yeah, so let's open it. It's actually quite nicely packaged. Bubble wrap to play with. It looks like a standard old traditional iron, and it's quite weighty too. I thought it was quite light, but it's quite weighty. So here are the specs: 350 watts, 250 volts, 50 hertz, AC only, high quality automatic iron. Looks basic, looks workable. What else is in the box? Your warranty, guarantee card and stuff like that, yeah. So this is it. Energy wise, energy smart. Why did we decide to get a solar iron right now? Remember I mentioned it's called a solar iron in the marketplace because it's a low power iron, low consumption, 350 watts compared to your usual 2 kilowatts for an iron. So it's friendly for your standard inverters in battery system. Why did we choose to get one now? It's because load shedding is getting worse and worse and worse. So what's happening is the generation net system, the power plants from the utility, are not enough to generate enough electricity to feed the nation, which means they have to ration electricity. Most of the time we get power outages from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. most days of the week. Sometimes that doesn't happen. So when that does not happen, we have access to grid electricity. We're using the normal iron, your normal Russell Hobbs 2 kilowatt irons and stuff like that. But now a big issue arose about 3 weeks ago. There's a big issue around vandalism and theft and just general network faults. So about 3 weeks ago, our transformer in our neighborhood was stolen, and therefore we had no electricity for the past 3 weeks. And the laundry is just piling up and chaos and chaos. So one of the guys who's in solar, I know, he recommended we get what they call a solar iron. Yeah, so we just got one. We will test it and let you know how it goes. Look out for the next video.